So we are in early September right now, and our San Francisco Giants are sitting pretty solidly in the NL West. They are 5.5 games behind the Padres for that top spot in the NL West, but they do have a pretty decent lead on that first spot in the wild card. So we would need to seriously screw up this month of September if we were going to miss the playoffs. Obviously, it could still happen, but if we look at how we've been playing in this month of September, it's off to a pretty solid start as we are about to head into a series against the Dodgers. And we are currently on a win streak as we're coming off sweeps of Arizona and Colorado, both of those series on the road for us. And the Dodgers are an interesting spot because the Phillies are right on their tail for that second wildcard spot. So the Dodgers are not safe at all, and they need to perform well in this series and the upcoming one later on in the month of September against us, as well as the whole month in general, but those are two huge series for them. And a pretty big reason why our team has been performing so well as of recently has been Gilberto Fuentes. He has the second highest OPS in the National League currently at a 9.67. We moved him to the leadoff spot in the lineup against right-handed pitching, and he has been insane in that spot. He has a 4.02 OBP, so he gets on base, he hits home runs, he hits doubles, he steals bags. He is an electric player at the top of the lineup. So Gilberto Fuentes has been he has definitely broken out to what we thought he would be this season. Two teams duking it out for those wild card spots, the San Francisco Giants and Los Angeles Dodgers, longtime rivals. The Dodgers sending out their veteran lefty Clayton Kershaw. He'll be opposed by a Giants lefty in Jay Groom, making his 28th start of the season, an 11-3 record for him. Take a look at the Giants lineup as well as the opposing Dodgers lineup. We'll start things off top half of the second inning with Ryan Healy at the plate. He's going to bloop one into right field for a base knock, so he's on first base to lead off the inning. Next batter up, Wilson Contreras dribbles one down the line. Gallo charges, fires across the diamond, gets the runner at first, but the runner does move up to second base. So Healy on second. It would then be a hit off the wall for Valera here. They did not know if he was going to be caught, though, so the runner is only able to move up to third base. So it's second and third with one out. Brings up Yelmer Sanchez, who grounds the ball through the right side of the infield, gets it past the infield that was shifted in, and a run comes in to score. So it's a 1-0 Dodgers lead. Groom would get out of the inning. We move things on to the bottom of the second, where Joey Gallo is at the plate. Checks his swing. They say they did not go around, so it's ball four. Take your base. He's on first, and then Manny Margot is launching one into those left field seats, grazes the fence, and that's a 2-run shot for Manny Margot as the Giants are now on top 2-1. Onto the bottom of the third as Elliot Ramos wants to get on the home runs as he hits one at the dead center field. This one's going to carry over the fence. A long home run for Elliot Ramos, and it's now a 3-1 lead for the Giants. Move things on top of the fourth with a runner on second base, nobody out. Groom in a bit of a jam, but he's going to get Yolmer Sanchez to pop up to center field. They do not test the arm of Manny Margot, so one down, runner on second. Kershaw then swings through a fastball way up in the zone, or way above the zone, I should say, for out number 2, and then Chris Taylor at the top of the order would fly out to center field, so the runner on second is stranded. Top of the fifth, similar situation. Runner on second, nobody out. Ground ball from Bellinger here to third base. Now there's one down. Runner does not move up. JD Martinez flies one out to right field. Ramos puts it away on the run. They do not test his strong arm, so 2 down, runner on second for Ryan Healy. He skies one right at the edge of the outfield grass, and it's going to be caught away for Beer. So nobody scores that inning as well. On to the top of the sixth, where Groom's going to get a double play here as he starts the play himself by making a little snag there on the ground ball back to him, and then he would complete the inning as he gets a ground to the second base, and it's still a 3-1 game. On to the bottom of the sixth, where that thing changes. Leonardo Rivas is going into that right center field gap. They don't call it triples alley for nothing, as Rivas has some speed and he's able to get into third base standing up, as it's now a 3-1 game with a runner on third base that would end Kershaw's day as Kenta Maeda comes on for the Dodgers. And Ramos is able to get one over the head of the shortstop into left center field, drives in a run, makes it a 4-1 game. Move things on to the ninth inning, where Jordan Hicks comes on looking for his 37th save of the season, and he would get just that as he strikes out Yolmer Sanchez for out number 2, and then for out number 3, it's Andrew Tolles going around on a slider nowhere near the zone. Strike 3, 2 strikeouts in the inning, 37th save of the year for Jordan Hicks, as the Giants win this one over their rival Los Angeles Dodgers 4-1. Elliot Ramos gets player of the game honors. He went 2 for 4 on the day with a long home run as well as an RBI single. Manny Margot had a 2-run shot. Leonardo Rivas was 2 for 4 on the day as well. Jay Groom gets the win as he pitched 7 strong innings on the day, got himself into a few jams on the day, but he also successfully worked out of every single one of them in this 4-1 victory for the Giants. And we are much later on into the month of September now, as the season is starting to wind on down to an end, and we are about to head into Game 3 of a series against the Padres. They took Game 1, we took Game 2, and Game 3 has major division implications on tap for that game, as we will show in a few seconds, but it's first worth mentioning that we have handled the Dodgers very well in this month of September. You saw the first game of the 3-game set in San Francisco, where we did end up sweeping them, and then we ended up taking 2 out of 3 in a series in LA, and because of that, also because of how they've played throughout the month, they are currently out of a wild card spot, as the Phillies now hold that number 2 spot, and we have actually clinched a playoff spot. It is just a matter of if we make the wild card or if we win the division, because we still have an outside chance of winning the NL West, but it is an outside chance. But it is still alive, but in order for it to remain alive, we do have to win this Game 3 in the series up against the Padres here, and then I'm pretty sure we'd also have to win out the rest of the season and also get a little bit of help from the Padres. I'm not sure the exact numbers of it, but what matters is the NL West division title is still alive for us. But like I said, it all comes down to if we win this game against the Padres. The two teams at the top of the NL West, San Francisco Giants and San Diego Padres, duking it out here at Oracle Park. The Padres are sending out a lefty in Joey Lucchesi, making his 31st start of the season. He'll be opposed by Robbie Ray, another left-hander, making his 32nd start of the year. Take a look at the Giants lineup 1-9 on the day, as well as the Padres lineup 1-9. Both teams decked out in their throwback unis. Bottom of the first inning, Leonardo Rivas goes up the middle, lands in front of the center fielder Jan Kowski. It's a base knock, and then with 1 out, he would try to go and swipe second base, but he is gunned down on the throw by Nunez as he is retired for out number 2. But then Javi Baez launches one out the left field as Hunter Renfroe back at the wall leaps and brings it back into the park, robs Javi Baez of a home run. Take another look at this one, leaps right at the 2012 World Series champion sign and brings it back into the ballpark. So still 0-0. Bottom of the second now, Manny Margot flies one to the center field. Travis Jankowski cannot handle it. He also took a tumble, which allows Margot to get into second base. Now over there with 2 outs, Seth Beer is going to bloop one into left field, and Margot's got those fleet feet, so he's going to score from second base easily as he was running the whole way. 1-0. Giants is the score. Top of the third, here's Joey Lucchesi. The opposing pitcher is going to bloop one in off Ray to keep the inning alive. So back to the top half of the order with Luis Urias, and he should have been retired on that curveball right there, but instead he lives to fight another pitch, and that one's going to get into left field, get down into the corner, and it's going to be able to score the pitcher Lucchesi all the way from first base as an RBI double ties this game up. On to the top of the fourth now, Manny Machado takes ball 4, and he'll take his base. So on first base, 1 out, brings up Hunter Renfroe, and he's going to hit one off that left center field wall. Machado wasn't sure if it would get down, so he only moves up 1 bag. So it's first and second, 1 out for Wilmer Flores, who grounds into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play, so it is still tied at 1. Bottom half of the fourth now, Joey Gallo powers one out to right center field. Is this one gonna carry? It will not. It is put away by Jankowski at the wall. On to the bottom of the fifth now, where the Giants do actually get some hits here, as Beer pokes one through the right side of the infield, his second single of the day. Then Peter Mooney is going to ground one up the middle, and that's going to get into center field. So back-to-back singles for the Giants. Brings up the pinch hitter in Seth Mejias-Breen. That would end Robbie Ray's day, and SMB would proceed to bloop one into center field. Runners did not know if they would land, so they initially held up, only move up 1 base. So we have bases juiced with one out for Leonardo Rivas. Full count, whiffs through the changeup, just could not make contact with it. So 2 down now brings up Ramos. He's going to find a hole in the right side of the infield. 1 run comes in to take the lead. And here comes Mooney trying to score, and he's going to be gunned at the plate by Reyes' throw. So it's a 2-1 game. Move things on to the 8th inning, where Moranta's trying to bridge the gap to the 9th inning. And he would get 2 quick outs, but then Machado hits a high fly ball that refuses to come down as this one lands in the bleachers, and that is now a tie ball game. Manny Machado delivers and ties this one up at 2, as that would end up sending this game to extra innings. Tanner Scott came on in the 10th for the Giants, and he would proceed to work a 1-2-3 inning. First batter, Eric Hosmer going down 99 on the gun. Next batter up is Will Myers. He's going to go down looking 97 on the gun, also the heater. And then for the third out, it would be Luis Urias popping up to center field. Move things on to the top of the 11th now. Another 1-2-3 inning for Tanner Scott, capped off by a ground ball that is handled by Fuentes, who came in on a double switch later in the game. And then on the 12th, he would also work a 1-2-3 inning, where he would show off some cat-like reflexes on the mound. And then on the bottom of the 12th, Connor Panis comes in to pinch hit against Jacob Nix, who was on for multiple innings of work. And he's going to give up a long fly ball here to right center field, right where Gallo hit it earlier, but Panis actually gets it out of here, as that is a walk-off home run, pinch hit walk-off home run for Connor Panis. The September call-up wins this game 3-2 for the Giants, wins this series, and the hope at winning the division for the Giants is still alive. Obviously, Panis gets player of the game honors for his pinch hit walk-off home run. Manny Machado tried his best to win this game for the Padres, as he was 2 for 4 in the day with a home run that tied it in the 9th, but his team just could not score enough runs or get nearly enough hits. Tanner Scott worked 3 scoreless innings in extra innings, and that was definitely vital to winning this game. And with that being said, that is going to wrap things up here for this edition of the San Francisco Giants franchise. Next time, you will be seeing the end of regular season recap, as well as the playoff preview, taking a look at who we are playing, as well as the other first round matchups around Major League Baseball. So I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I am saying I have absolutely nothing interesting to say.